Yesterday, April 20th, in court, Johnny Depp suing ex-wife Amanda Heard.
It was so bizarre.
This is breaking news about the famous couple, Johnny Depp and ex-wife Amanda Heard. I also want to get into the diet that both of them have been dabbling in. Last time I heard, they were both vegan.
And so grotesque that I could only laugh.
And this couple reminds me of another couple who had a divorce, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Now, she was real skinny and real crazy. I think she also got him on a vegan diet, but then she quit because she wasn't doing it right and subsequently went crazy. So is there a connection?
I figured she understood as well as I did that there was no way back.
Yeah, there's no coming back once the shit hits the fan.
And she just tried to blame it on the dogs.
By the way, our dogs did poop in the bed.
No, but not inside. And also, you could tell the difference between a dog shit and a human shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Getty, as I was asking, but it looks like there is no Exhibit A on this one. It's something we probably will never know if it's true or not. But as you watch this video, keep in mind that there are some things we already know about what Amanda Heard has done. There are at least 2 audio tapes of her. One admitting that she hits him in a way that does not sound like self-defense, which she's going to claim later in this trial. Another audio tape talking about how she loses control of her emotions and gets violent, and saying that she can't promise she won't get physical.
And then he showed me a photograph on his telephone of
What was the photograph of, Mr. Depp?
And from that moment on...
Another thing that a lot of news doesn't want to mention is that although this all started with her accusing him of violence, she has never pressed charges, he has never been arrested, but she has. And guess what it was for? That was in her past relationship with another woman. And bisexual women are known to be more violent in their relationships. Okay, back to the trial. Here is how this story dropped.
I had gone to Mr. Bett, and he said, I don't think now's a good time to go. And I thought, it's the perfect time. She's not going to be home for 2 days. And then he showed me a photograph on his telephone of...
Objection, Your Honor. Also,
It's a photograph, Your Honor.
as being relayed to him by Mr. Bett.
He says he looked at it on his phone.
I'll overrule the objection as the photograph.
What was the photograph of, Mr. Depp?
It was a photograph of the bed. I left Penthouse 3. I left at 4:30 in the morning. And from that moment on, I did not see Ms. Heard until May 21st.
And why was that? Why was that?
I received some news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque. And then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of, Mr. Depp?
It was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed, and on my side of the bed, was human fecal matter. So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there. And they were making a wonderful point of just how funny it was that I thought that some human being had actually dropped a grumpy, pardon the term, onto the bed. And they were yucking it up. They were laughing about the whole thing, and I really didn't feel like I deserved that. kind of treatment. She was the one who
the shit mouth and shit pants.
So that would explain why I see on their forum the term diaper days. As you can see, there's various terms for that.
Poopy pants.
Well, that clip is from one of my diet videos. We'll be getting to that in a minute. By the way, Amber is not the first famous woman to be accused of taking a shit outside of a bathroom within the last couple of years.
The reason why they kept saying, where's your diaper, is because there's a rumor about how she,
The lady in question here is some right-wing nutjob. Fortunately, she's not in Congress yet.
Because there's a rumor about how she, defecated, during a party.
human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
I could only laugh. Only laugh. Human fecal matter. I had gone to Mr. Depp, and he said, I don't think now's a good time to go.
Why was that? Why was that?
I've received some news.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
I could only laugh. Only laugh. Human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
I could only laugh. Only laugh. Human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
I can imagine Amber's defenders saying that it could have been an accident. Well, of all the diets that would cause that bowel problem, veganism would not be at the top of the list. That would be more of a keto-carny diet. Take a look at this.
When you type in disaster pants keto, this is one of the first links that comes up. Are you ready to hear the comment that this person left? Expletive, 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 period. Today I wasn't very hungry, so I've literally had coffee with MCT oil, a salad with chicken and egg and walnuts and blue cheese. My colorful word for poo is water. Shit. Please advise. Too much MCT oil, lots of question marks. My stomach feels like it's churning itself.
And they're trying to get their electrolytes from adding salt because they're having severe muscle cramps. Fasting a week ago. How can I stop the shit mouth? Could it be me feasting too hard and cramming a lot in a little time? The fart breath.
So that would explain why I see on their forum the term diaper days. As you can see, there's various terms for that.
Poopy pants.
I got a new term for it. How about primal pants?
Explosive diarrhea, rocketing
From meat.
I've been on a carnivore diet. I'll tell you one thing, I do not trust my book. Oh, this could be a disaster. Rocketing diarrhea. Yeah, and I'm not eating any carbs.
In her pants, poopy pants.
Like more direct. It was just, it came out.
Involved.
Okay.
See, I don't have that problem or the one with the electrolytes because I eat plenty of fruit, and so should everybody. Now, let's move along to their diets. Both Amber and Johnny are unusually thin, maybe too thin. So let's see what they're doing. Johnny Depp's diet plan. His diet routinely consists of foods such as white fish, lean protein, cottage cheese, green vegetables, wheat pasta. He seems to believe in the protein myth, and that's a sign that he believes in other ways of eating. He precisely abides by low-calorie food items, such as less sugary fruits, green vegetables. And there it is. See, there's a problem. He's focused on protein and nutrients, and those people usually don't focus on calories, and maybe even buy into the American idea that people eat too much calories. We got all the weight problems, and these people end up under-eating. The actor banks on green tea like insane. So we can see here that he restricts calories when he wants to lose weight. Lately, after being inspired by his girlfriend, Amanda Heard has religiously been following a vegan diet plan inspired by Amanda Heard. So she's a vegan too, or at least was then. See, a lot of these celebrities, they go on vegan diets, but then they go off of them. And here's why. Because they go nuts, because they're not eating enough calories. And I just realized that both of them look like they have put on weight. When I first tuned into the trial, I didn't know if that was Johnny or not.
I'd like to turn to the Boston plane flight that we've talked about a little bit in the trial.
So maybe they are no longer vegan. He says here that he had good outcomes from the vegan diet. Yes, it is a healthy way to eat, but you got to eat enough calories. It's a big mistake a lot of people make because a lot of vegan foods are low in calories. Now think about it. The non-vegan foods or the animal products, those are all high in calories. So if you're not a vegan, you're eating higher calorie food more often. So when you go to a vegan, you have to be careful to keep your calories up. By not focusing on the low sugar fruits, by not having this fear about sugar, when it's a natural part of the food, it's not a problem. The main problem with sugar isn't sugar. See my video, Sugar Isn't Sugar, from a couple weeks ago. The problem is guilt by association. Refined sugar is usually eaten when someone's eating junk food. And junk food is really the main problem. High-carb foods are really good for you, like bananas, dates, mangoes, and figs. That's what I do, and I'm still a thin person. Johnny Depp gives millions of dollars to charity every year, so he sounds like an ethical person. He's willing to do veganism. As for Amber Heard, she has done charity work herself and is an ambassador of the American Civil Liberties Union that focuses on women's rights, and she is an outspoken domestic violence advocate. Well, just reading that now, that doesn't make it clear on which side she's on. So it appears that both of these people are ethical people, yet they succumbed to a violent nature. As a strong feminist, I am beyond disgusted that Amber Heard used the MeToo movement and the pain and trauma of real abuse victims to lie. Well, what do you know? Someone lying on social media. This person, as a feminist, should be disgusted by the feminist movement, what it has become today. And the Democrat Party needs to realize that it's hurting their party and their chances of winning, which means feminism could cause us to have 4 more years of Trump. It may have been the cause for the first 4 years. Amber is turning the MeToo movement into the MePoo movement. In the last 15 years or more, TV has just had a blackout of anything that makes women look bad. It's all about elevating women now, but it ends up only hurting women. When you ignore something, the problem gets worse. Speaking of which, I've got a playlist from my videos over the last 3 years called Women Are Going Nuts, Even Violent.